What happens when you fuse rich sukiyaki with the silky egg technique of Sukiyaki-don, a bowl that's part comfort classic, part creative mashup? Let's build this hybrid masterpiece together. A printable version of this recipe is available on my website. Simply Google Sukiyaki Don Sudachi to grab yours. First up, eggs, because sukiyaki without egg feels oddly unfinished. We need 2 eggs per bowl. For each bowl, separate 1 egg and save the yolk for garnish at the end. This one stays raw, so use pasteurized eggs. Now whisk the white together with another whole egg because the mixture is going to get simmered into the sauce and vegetables later. If you're making 2 servings like me, that looks like 2 yolks saved and 2 whites plus 2 whole eggs whisked together in a separate bowl. Set both aside near the stove for later. Now let's prep our vegetables. For these 2 shiitake mushrooms, separate the caps from the stems. Slice those stems thinly, we're not gonna waste it. Move on to the 50 grams of shungiku, that's crown daisy, a classic sukiyaki green. Cut it into 2 cm lengths, just under an inch, so you get a nice bite instead of a tangled salad situation. Now shungiku can be tricky to find outside Japan, so if you can't get your hands on it, spinach or bok choy make excellent substitutes. And for the leeks, Japanese leeks are often called naganegi. Slice them diagonally. If Japanese leeks aren't available where you are, regular leeks work as a substitute. However, they take longer to soften, so either cut them thinner or toss them in earlier and let them cook a little longer. This diagonal cut increases the surface area, which is just a fancy way of saying it absorbs more sauce. Now we make the sweet-savory sukiyaki sauce that basically is the whole vibe here. Take a frying pan and add 1/4 teaspoon of dashi granules, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of sake, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of mirin. Give everything a good mix, then add both parts of the shiitake, caps and stems, right into the sauce. Now turn the heat to medium-low and stir occasionally as everything comes together. This combination is a key flavor base, and Japanese sukiyaki is known for leaning noticeably sweet, with the sugar and mirin coming through before the soy sauce saltiness. Once the sauce starts bubbling and those mushrooms have softened up a bit, it's time to add the star of the show, 200 grams of thinly sliced beef. A quick beef note while it cooks: you don't need wagyu, but you do want the slices very thin, like sukiyaki or shabu-shabu style. When I developed this recipe, my goal was simple: take everything we love about sukiyaki and make it casual, approachable and bowl friendly. So no, you don't need gorgeous wagyu like this. I'm using regular beef end cuts today and it's still going to be delicious. With the beef resting, add the shungiku and leeks to the pan. There's plenty of that sauce in there and we want these vegetables to soak up all the flavour. Cook them until they're just slightly softened. We want them tender but still with a bit of life to them. The crown daisy will wilt down and become wonderfully aromatic, while the leeks turn silky and sweet. Once the greens look the way you like, pour in the premixed eggs, the whisked whites plus yolks and whole eggs we prepared earlier. And keep cooking over low to medium heat until the eggs reach your desired texture. If you like them a bit runny, pull back early. If you prefer them more set, cover the pan with a lid so the top can steam through. My approach here is actually inspired by Sukiyaki-don. Eggs are absolutely essential to the sukiyaki experience, so I thought building this dish with that same egg over rice technique felt like the perfect way to highlight both the quality beef and those custody eggs. Finally, it's time to bring everything together. Start with 2 bowls of freshly cooked Japanese short grain rice. Layer the eggs and vegetable mixture right on top of the rice, letting some of the sauce soak down into the grains below. Then arrange those beautiful slices of beef over the eggs. To finish, crown each bowl with one of those reserved egg yolks and a shiitake cap. And optionally a little pile of benishoga for contrast against the sweetness and richness. And that's my Sukiyaki Don, a Sukiyaki inspired rice bowl built with an approach closer to oyakodon. Because in this version, eggs aren't a side character, they're essential. Want even more delicious recipes? Grab my free cookbook from the link in the description. Okay, let's go over the ingredients one more time. And if you're ready to cook, grab the written instructions by clicking the full recipe box with a picture that's about to pop up on your screen. That's a wrap. You can find a full printable version of this recipe on my website, linked right here on the screen. It has all the extra details to help you get it perfect every time. If you enjoyed this, check out my donburi playlist. And next week, I'm making Japanese cucumber salad. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. See you then.